Man, I don't even know what to do with this show right now. Welcome back to Going Geek, everybody. So the Clone Wars happened today, the new episode, and a lot of people like it. A lot of people are saying a lot of great things about it, but I don't know. I just wasn't a big fan of it. So today's episode, properly titled "Deal No Deal," picked things up back with Ahsoka, Trace, and Rafa Mortez as their the storyline for Ahsoka and these two characters is beginning to pick up some more steam. Rafa found a new gig for them to do, and then we go off on this adventure. And that's pretty much the summary of like what you need to know if you don't want spoilers. If you've seen the episode and you're ready to talk spoilers, keep going. If you haven't seen the episode, go watch it and then come back. So then we see Ahsoka and these two girls. They decide to go on this mission together, and they're gonna go run this thing so they can get the money, go off into the galaxy, whatever. And Trace has her ship's working, so that's cool. Ahsoka's as good as ever in this episode. Last episode I said that she was a little weak. This episode I feel like she had more of a role. We got to see more of her personality come through. We got to see more of her trauma kind of bleed through the cracks a little bit. When she said she went to the Skywalker Academy, I was like, oh, that was sad, but it was good. That part I enjoyed, and the call and seeing Anakin in the episode where he feels Ahsoka's presence and you see him be like, okay, nope, she's not there, go, there's nothing on board that ship. That was great too. I love that. Going to the spice mines on Kessel, that was awesome. When I saw the big kind of the big tornado thing, I was like, oh, isn't that from Solo? Isn't that Kessel? So I really liked that there were some really good callbacks in this episode to other things in the Star Wars lore. There was a lot of cool moments in this episode, but at the same time I feel like that this plot so far is taking the longest to kind of just get to where it wants to go. I don't know where this plot's going. They got picked up by the gang at the end, and then they get pulled into this tractor beam, then the episode just cuts off and that's it. And it's I understand that what Star Wars is trying to do here is, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm used to there being an episode, 2 episodes a week from back when the Clone Wars used to air, or, the Netflix season, they uploaded every episode at the same time, but all those episodes weren't really all connected back to back like that. This is they're going over long arcs, you know what I'm saying? Like I refer to the Bad Batch, but the Bad Batch was 4 episodes, and now we're here. And I'm just where does this go? You know what I'm saying? Where do we go from here? What does this have to do with Ahsoka's eventual placement on Mandalore, with her with the clones, and the clones painting their masks to look like Ahsoka? You know what I'm saying? There's just so many things. I have so many questions. These episodes with Ahsoka and with these two girls give me more questions than answers, or they're not doing, I don't know what they're doing more to advance the plot. Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe I'm going to watch next week's episode, and the week after that, I'm going to come back to this video and I'll be like, I was wrong, guys. This was the setup that needed to happen. But right now, I just feel disappointed. I feel kind of let down by the Clone Wars. I love that Ahsoka's back, though. You know what I'm saying? If there's one thing that shines through this episode is Ahsoka. Trace and her sister just boil my blood, because they both all they do is make stupid decisions. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Ahsoka makes stupid decisions, but Ahsoka's decisions are more level-headed than the other two. The other two, they just do dumb shit. They just do dumb shit, and I don't know what else to say about them. The dumping the spice out of in hyperspace. Why would you even think to do that? If you were I don't know. There was just so many things that I wasn't crazy about with this episode. I would give this episode a 5 out of 10, maybe a 6. And that's me being very generous. Like I said, I'm just happy that Ahsoka's back, and I'm happy that she's, doing stuff, and I'm happy she's on a mission, and I'm happy that they're able to develop her story outside of being with the clones and being with Anakin for now, just so we can get there eventually down the line. Maybe this is going to be what leads them to the thing into episode 3. I said that in last week's episode review, but let me know what you thought of this episode. Let me know what you think of Trace and her sister, if you like them, if you don't like them. I'm just happy that Ahsoka's back, like I said. But let me know what you thought of this episode. Deal, no deal. We'll be back next week with a new Star Wars video about the next Clone Wars episode. Till then, see you later. Go and geek.